Hey guys, so uh, today is day 7 of going live. I committed to 7 days. I'm going to see if I can keep this thing going for a while because I'm having fun. Um, so just thinking about how, I know a week isn't that long, but how this week of going live has impacted me. I wanted to share and be a bit vulnerable in this conversation. So for me, it's going live for 7 days has been impactful because I've been able to connect more with my tribe on YouTube again. I haven't been on as much lately. I used to go live every week, and it's been months since I've done that. So taking this time and going live every day has been kind of fun. It's been cool to connect and answer some questions and things like that. I enjoy doing the Q&As and all that stuff, and really connecting with folks. So having the 7 days in a row of going live has brought that back, and it's brought that energy back for YouTube because it's easy to get YouTube burnt out. It really is. It's easy to get social media burnt out, like to get burnt out with social media because it's so much of it. So having that connection again, answering questions, saying hi to people as they join, it's been cool for me. So I'm glad I've been able to go live for 7 days. And I still want you guys to know that even if when I'm not live, we can still connect on, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, those spaces, because I'm usually on there and I usually respond to DMs. So I want you to know that I am still around, but I do enjoy going live on YouTube. So today has been an awesome day. We actually just got back from watching Thor, whatever, part 4. I don't remember the full name. So we kept hearing how terrible Thor was. Like every time we turned around, people were like, oh, it's a horrible movie. Don't go see Thor, blah, blah. And we are Marvel people. So no matter how many negative reviews or negative comments we saw, we were going to see Thor. Like my family was going to see it. And actually, I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. It wasn't the best Thor. It wasn't the best Marvel movie, but it also was not the worst. And then, Chris Hemwick, whatever his name is, I can't even think of his name. Hemworth, whatever. He was naked in the movie. To me, that was enough. So, anyways, I love him. So, yeah, we saw Thor today. Spent some time as a family. My daughter and I played a lot of Uno. My husband cooked dinner today. I didn't eat the dinner, but everybody else ate it. He made jambalaya. So I was like, this is a cool day. I had a few meetings, so today was a cool day. And my summit's going on. So I'm still having that. Went live in my Facebook group, and my challenge starts on Monday the 25th. So we've got the Striving to Thriving challenge coming up, and I'm really excited about that because we're taking everything from the summit and we're really implementing that stuff in the challenge so that that these entrepreneurs and executives can truly work less while making more and feeling better, right? That's the plan. That's what we do, right? I'm really teaching folks how I went from working 60 hours a week to 25 hours a week and sustained income and actually grew my income. So, it's a whole thing, right? So anyway, so being on live these 7 days has been really cool because it gave me a chance to talk about my challenge. It gave me a chance to talk about the summit. It gave me a chance to talk about KetoCon while I was there, which was an awesome experience, and talk about my commitment to my health, my family, my business, right? Which is what we all want, right? We talk about our commitments and what's important to us. So tell me, what's important to you? Like when you're thinking about, here's what I hold high, right? Here are the things that are important to me. Comment below. Let me know what's important to you. Because when we get to talk about what's important, we get to talk about how we can commit to those things and how we can make time for those things, right? So for me, what's important is, I can't even believe I missed saying this. God first, right? Family, my business, right? Like those are my things, right? And then of course, me, my health, all those things. So that's who we are. That's what we do. And so now anything that I do needs to align with those things. They need to align with those priorities, right? And they need to align with my ultimate vision of where I want to go. And so being connected for 7 days, this aligned with my vision. That's why I did it, right? it aligns with my vision of, continuing to speak on stages, continuing to publish in articles, and continuing to coach people so that they can live their best lives, right? So it's the coaching and, having my challenges where we can bring in way more people so that they can begin to live their best lives, right? And I always like to teach what I know and what I learn, right? Like for me, that's important, right? It's like, if I've learned a thing, I want to teach a thing because I want others to benefit from it too. It's who I am, it's who I've always been. What's so funny is we were talking, a friend of mine and I were talking this weekend about what we do now in our lives versus what we wanted to do when we were kids. And I was saying an interesting thing is most people, or many people that I know, are now starting to do the things that they wanted to do when they were kids, right? So it's to see a ton of people in their 40s who are now like out there following their actual dreams. And so I was saying how when I was a kid, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I wanted to be an actress and I wanted to be on stages. Like I remember wanting to be on stages. Like that was, I don't know why. I don't know if I was acting on stage. I wanted to be on stage and I wanted to be on TV, right? And I was like, and then I lost that dream along the way because adults and everything else told me, you can't be on stages. You can't be an actress. You can't be on TV. You can't, right? And you better go and be an engineer because engineers make money. And so that's what I did. I became an engineer, because that's what I was told I should do. So I became an industrial engineer. I got my bachelor's and my master's in industrial engineering. And I went to work for big, huge companies that everybody's heard of as an engineer, and then got into then project manager, and then moved into leadership development coaching because I had a baby and I no longer wanted to be on the road working as a consultant. I was a business consultant. So I went into leadership development, became program manager there and doing that sort of thing. So it was cool and it was cool opportunities. But something in me still said, I want to be on stage. I want to be on TV, right? That little kid was still in there. And so eventually I started a YouTube channel, right? And now my kids are like, Mommy, you're on TV. And I speak on stages. I'm actually going to be an MC at a convention in September. And, I speak at events. I'm going to be speaking at the Keto Orlando Summit in August. And, I just spoke what was I speaking at? It doesn't matter. But anyways, I get to speak on stages now and I get to be on TV. And so what was so funny was I was saying that I began to slowly like move into the things that I wanted to do when I was a kid. And if you actually dig into like what you're doing now versus what you wanted to do when you were a kid, there are certain attributes that, or even if it's not what you're doing now, what you want to be doing now versus what you wanted to do as a kid, there's going to be certain attributes that align. So let's say you were someone who said, I want to be a firefighter. Ooh, I want to be a firefighter. I bet if you look at what a firefighter does or what you thought a firefighter did at 7, right, versus what you want to do now, there are traits that align. Helping people or, being the hero, whatever that is, right? Like there are things that align. And so basically the moral of the story is listen to that little kid. That little kid knows what they want. And when we tell them, no, you can't, no, you can't, no, you can't, what we're doing is we're stifling their dream and we're stifling what they want to do and what they want to be. And then 35 years later, they're going to be like, I never really wanted to be an engineer, or I never really wanted to be a, doctor or lawyer or whatever it is. I always wanted to do this. Or the only reason I became a doctor was to help people. And that's not aligning with what I'm doing now as a whatever they are, whatever type of doctor they are. So I'm going to go and be a coach. Like I know, I actually have doctors in my coaching program that said that and who have done that because what they were doing as a doctor with medications and stuff didn't align with where they wanted to be. And so it's the same thing overall. Think about what you wanted to do when you were 5 and think about what you're saying that you want to do now, right? What that dream is for you now and see how those two things align. And let me know if you're finding some alignment. We can even talk about it. You can always join my Facebook group. It should be in the description of the video. But yeah, let me know, because it's so cool. And that's what I help women do. That's what I help them get to, is connecting those dots and being able to live into their dream and into their vision. So anyways, that is it. It's been 10 minutes. I'm going to go meditate with my baby girl. We started a little later today than normal. So, I mean, I started the live a little later than normal because we went to see Thor. But I'm going to go meditate with my baby. But definitely check out the description of my video. I got some cool things coming and some cool things going on today. So if you are not on it with what we're doing, man, get on it. It's so much fun. We're having a ton of fun. And we're growing. We're growing in abundance. All right. So I will talk to y'all soon. Take care.